Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We'll take you backward into the week that was, let you know about all the news and notes, and get you ready for the first weekend of June when it comes to one of the tightest, most competitive leagues here in the U.S. All right, wasting no time. We are officially in a no-dilly, no-dally zone. Let's go back over the last 7 days, go back to last Wednesday. Starting off with craziness at Werner Park in Papillon, Nebraska. 6-goal thriller, Union Omaha and Greenville triumph. Finish in a 3-3 draw. Dolabella, 1-0 Union Omaha. Castro, 1-1. Noe Meza made it 3-1 Union Omaha, 2 goals 17 minutes apart. Then 2 goals 2 minutes apart. Boyson Labovitz evened things up and finished the drill at 3-3 for Union Omaha. Greenville triumph, shared result in front of 2,500 plus in Nebraska. That set up a very busy Saturday. Charlotte over Chattanooga Red Wolves at American Legion by the final of 3-0 in that one. Charlotte once again getting off to a hot start. Johnson and Cease with goals 6 minutes apart. And Trace Orton-Buyu getting a goal on the board in the second half in the 66th minute, then substituted out in short order. 3-0 on the board, 3-0 your final for Charlotte Independence over Chattanooga Red Wolves. Lex SC and 1 Knox finish in a 1-1 draw at Toyota Stadium. And our match of the week comes from the Future Legends Complex. Northern Colorado Hailstorm hosting Central Valley Fuego. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
We're just about set to go, and you wouldn't believe it just by looking at the field right now and looking at the scene, but gosh, the weather was poor. It did not seem like long ago. Actual hail only fitting. So the Scottish forward gives it back for Arthur Rogers, the team's captain. Nice touch ahead. Here's Ammon. Early on, Ammon off the post! Central Valley dodges a bullet. Ammon has been converting these chances. On the Meadow Gold corner kick, Ramos sends it in. Goes back post off the head. It's loose in the box. Delgado the save, and it's poked away. Adrian Vera plays it back. And it's taken away. Here's Billy King and the cross. Ammon was not there with the left. It's just wide. No, it's in. Northern Colorado strikes first. Hailstorm goal in the 23rd minute. Take another look. It started with Billy King. Ammon the decoy pulled off Dabo off his line, and Mitch North couldn't do it himself. Jackson Dietrich, the 26-year-old. He was one of the elite prospects in Europe, and specifically in his home country of Serbia. Here's a chance. It's Lukic. He's shoved from behind. Mitch North cheats up. The ball is loose, and it goes in. Northern Colorado makes it 2-0. Billy King was there. The ball ended up in the right place at the right time, and King puts it in for goal number 2. Lukic was shoved, and then Ammon didn't give up on the plate. North and Ammon collide, and Billy King is right there. Big collision in the box. Billy King wants a whistle, and he'll get it. Can Trevor Ammon convert? Yes, he does! Fans sticking around through the literal hell on the weather delay. Lukic tries to play for Oprah again. Lucky's got some space. Here's the cross, and Trevor Ammon scores again! Northern Colorado makes it 4-0. Take another look. Trevor Ammon. Here's Ozzy Ramos, and a diving save by Delgado. Rebound, and Bijev is stopped again. Lalo Delgado, oh my goodness. Dabo flips fields for Bijev. with the right. Bijev sends it in, and Delgado makes another save. It pinballed in the box, and Lalo Delgado makes the stop. He had 5 goals. Lalo Delgado can't make the save. Bijev gets Fuego on the board. That'll do it. Northern Colorado's home opener, a 4-1 win over Central Valley.
So the home opener for Northern Colorado Hailstorm at Future Legends here in 2023 ends up with full points and a 3-goal win. Optum Sports Medicine Field and Tormenta Stadium had probably the match of the week. South Georgia Tormenta Richmond Kickers a 1-1 draw, and at Warner Park on a quick turn Wednesday, Saturday, Union Omaha entertained Forward Madison. Forward Madison got the 2-1 win for full points for the Flamingos on the road. So that sets up your standings, and it gets you ready for this weekend. North Carolina FC still at the top after 10 matches. They're at 19 points. Charlotte is also at 19, but they have played one more match, so they have one less win, and their points per match average is below North Carolina FC's. One Knox, 10 matches, 15 points. Northern Colorado Hailstorm, they've only played 7 matches so far. They got 14 points on the season. Richmond, 14 points, and they have played 10 matches. Once again, points per match average lower than the Hailstorms. South Georgia Tormenta would be in the final. Would be in the final playoff spot if the playoffs started right now as we're talking. 13 points through 10 matches, 4 wins, 1 more than Forward Madison. Forward Madison at 13 points, 8 matches played and 3 wins. Greenville Triumph 11 points ahead of Union Omaha in wins 3-2. Lex SC is at 8 points after 10 and they're in 10th place after 9 matches. Same for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Lex SC ahead of them on goal difference. Central Valley Fuego 2-6-1 after their first 9 matches of the season and a goal difference of -7. They have lost 4 of their last 5. Going around the league, looking at your team of the week, Joao Gumiero is your player of the week, presented by Konami eFootball. Gumiero from the Richmond Kickers for week 10 of the regular season, a 3-goal week, joining them in the offseason. 25-year-old from Sao Paulo 3 times across 2 matches for the Kickers, tripling his previous career high of goals in a single professional season. Scored against North Carolina FC, got a brace there, then finished it out with the goal over Lex SC last week. Looking at the rest of the roster for Week 10 and your team of the week, in net, Sean Lewis for 1 Knox, Gabriel Claudio, Jalen Chrysler, teammates hanging out with him on the back line, Fabrice Nga from Charlotte Independence in his first full League One match. 9 duels, 5 recoveries, 3 recoveries, and a tallied a pair of chances in the victory over North Carolina FC. Lucky Opara from Hailstorm finishes out the back line of 4. Alexis Cerritos from Central Valley in the midfield. Mo Espinoza from Chattanooga Red Wolves. Joao Gumiero from Richmond Kickers. Luis Perez from North Carolina FC. Trevor Ammon from Northern Colorado Hailstorm, as you heard in the match of the week. And Walex Anderson from North Carolina FC is there as well. The bench, Lalo Delgado from Northern Colorado, Nathan Awney from Richmond, David Garcia from North Carolina, Luis Gill from Omaha, Angelo Kelly from 1 Knox, Arthur Boswa from Tormenta, and Garrett McLaughlin from North Carolina. So there you go with your team of the week, presented by our friends for Week 10 for Konami eFootball. El Salvador, when it comes to national team call-ups, some notes when it comes to USL Championship and League One call-ups. Trio of players called up by El Salvador for their final preps ahead of Gold Cup next month. Switchbacks in USL Championship, Jairo Henriquez. North Carolina FC's Nelson Blanco, Oakland Roots' Brian Tamakas joining the squad for a pair of exhibition matches against Japan and South Korea in June ahead of the Gold Cup opener, June 26th in South Florida. La Selecta will play Japan at Toyota Stadium on June 15th at 6:10 in the morning before heading on to play South Korea at the Daejeon World Cup Stadium Tuesday, June 20th at 7 o'clock in the morning. Enriquez has made 9 appearances so far for the Switchbacks this season, 1 goal, 1 assist, 13 chances. Blanco has helped North Carolina. 9 appearances, 10 interceptions on the year, 59 appearances in League One in his career. He has made 8 appearances for La Selecta, including appearing alongside Enriquez and Tamacas back in March for their contest against the United States in Orlando. Tamacas has become a regular in the Roots starting lineup since his offseason arrival, 6 starts, 8 appearances to help them into playoff positions, as we would talk in the Western Conference and USL Championship. He's won 10 of 12 tackles, 7 interceptions, 12 clearances defensively, 5 chances, passing accuracy of 7 of 9. Made 63 appearances for La Selecta in his career, including appearing at each of the past 3 editions of the Gold Cup. So very, very cool stuff for the El Salvador Nationals, for La Selecta, diving into USL Championship and diving into the USL League One ranks as well. USL League One fans, for a choice for Goal of the Week for Week 11, voting runs through Thursday, June 1st at 12:30 in the afternoon. You can vote on the poll at USLLeagueOne.com, on the USL app, and on USL League One social channels. Your choices are Pedro Dolabella for Union Omaha against Greenville Triumph, or Jacob Lavovitz for Greenville against Union Omaha, Omar Cease from Charlotte against Chattanooga, or Justin Succo for Richmond against Tormenta. So it is Dolabella, Lavovitz, Cease, and Succo. You can go to USL League One, go to the social media channels. Once again, you have until Thursday, June 1st at 12:30 to vote on Goal of the Week in USL League One. The winner for Save of the Week, you had nominees Akira Fitzgerald, Bernd Shipman from Forward Madison, Ricardo Jerez from Charlotte Independence, Rashid Nuhu at 90 plus 10 to save the result for Union Omaha against Chattanooga. And so that was your choices for Save of the Week. Keep an eye on that. Traditionally, it will come out on your Tuesday, and you vote until Friday at 12:30, once again at USLLeagueOne.com, the USL app, and League One social channel. So that is your turn for Save of the Week power rankings for Week 10 before heading into Week 11 and all of the results that we talked about. The 2 Carolina teams, Cary and Charlotte, 1 and 2, and Richmond at 3. So that meant that folks moved up from the bottom parts. Union Omaha up 1. 1 knocks up 4 from 9. And Northern Colorado Hailstorm up 2 to number 6, which meant Forward Madison drops 3, Tormenta drops 2, Greenville dropped 2, Chattanooga went up 1 to number 10, 1 Lex down 1 to 11, Central Valley staying at number 12. That was before the matchups that we talked about in the week that was. So we'll keep an eye on how things are, and we'll let you know about all of that next week. Don't forget, follow along on the USL League One social media platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram, and keep an eye on things. Also, you can get the newsletter going to USLLeagueOne.com and catch up with all the latest news, and go into the fan zone there as well, and keep up to date with everything going on in USL League One. So, getting you ready for what is going on in the month of June. Busy Saturday, 6 matches before midweek weekend next time around. 5 o'clock at American Legion, Charlotte Independence hosting Union Omaha. Rivalry at Furman University on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Greenville Triumph hosting South Georgia Tormenta. Northern Colorado having to travel from Colorado to Lexington. 7 o'clock kick at Toyota Stadium going up against Lex SC. City Stadium gives you Chattanooga and the Richmond Kickers. 7:30 gives you 1 Knox hosting North Carolina FC. And 8 o'clock at Breeze Stevens. Forward Madison hosting Central Valley. Fuego. Reminder, if you are in market and can catch the matchups, please do. Some quality soccer in USL League One happening all season long. If you're in market and you can't, follow along on your local providers. And if you are out of market and would like to continue following along, once again, follow the local providers or go to ESPN Plus, and you can catch all of the action in USL League One all season long. All the matches, one place, ESPN Plus. That's the story for everything going on in USL League One. For everybody here at SDH, play it safe. Enjoy the matchups in USL League One. We will catch up with you next week.
There can be only one